Ano, prosím. Aha. Ano. Velmi dobře. You may go now. Mr. Stewart, I shall want to see you tomorrow.
Don't you see that the moment the ambassador hears about this, I'll be out of the service?
It was an accident anyway. Drink this, it will make you feel better.
But they're bound to report it to the embassy.
No, not bound.
What about the statement?
You haven't made one yet. Tomorrow is another day. By then I will have had time. Ira has some very important friends, one especially.
But I'll have to tell the ambassador if he's going to find out later.
No. Not one word.
That's enough. Your tea's upstairs.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye, Mr. Stewart. Bye.
Bye.
And take your toys with you. You have children, Mr. Stewart?
No, I don't think I could keep up with them somehow.
No.
Please. How long have you lived here?
4 years now. 2 in this house. I'll help yourself to sugar.
How do you go on for friends? Mostly the British community, I suppose.
Oh, no, Desmond's a very good mixer. We've never been short of friends here.
He wasn't in any kind of trouble, was he?
Trouble?
Well, I mean, it's easy enough for a Westerner to fall foul of the security police.
Oh, I'm sure there was nothing like that. Desmond helped to bring a lot of trade to this country.
Had he ever suggested that anyone was putting any kind of pressure on him?
Just the usual business problems, nothing more.
Any money troubles?
Not really.
Not really?
Well, he did seem to be a bit worried about a year ago, but since then things have been much better.
Who was this man, Caldor, that you introduced me to last night?
Why do you ask?
You didn't seem to like him very much.
I don't. He's always trying to ingratiate himself.
Known him long?
About a year, perhaps a little more.
Is he a particular friend of your husband's?
Desmond used to see him sometimes. I know all about that girl. I'm sure he's not with her, if that's what you mean.
I'm sorry.
You don't have to be. It's no secret. All I do know is that Desmond's never been the same since he met her.
In what way?
Mr. Stewart, how much of what I tell you will get back to his firm?
Not a thing, if you don't want it to.
You see, there's been no one to turn to it. Desmond's gone steadily downhill ever since he got in with that set. Caldor and the girl, Ira, the rest of Caldor's women. I don't think I've ever come across a more evil man. Desmond started staying out and drinking more than was good for him, and recently it's become impossible.
In what way impossible?
I think in diplomatic language you call it a nervous breakdown.
Are you coming in for a swim? Terry?
No, not now.
Come on, relax.
Have you had any more news?
News?
The police.
Oh, don't worry.
Have you been
about
onto
it.
them again?
Just leave it with me. These things have a way of sorting themselves out.
If it gets back to the ambassador, I shall be in very real trouble.
Terry's such a warrior.
And so tense, too. He needs a swim. All those hot clothes. You'll feel much better with them on.
No, I can't stay. I must get back.
To that awful embassy.
What's the hurry?
It's this Pearson business.
Desmond.
I feel very sorry for his wife. He's got himself in an awful mess, it seems.
Ira, would you be so kind as to get us a couple of drinks, please? Terry?
Thank you. An iced lemon would go down very well.
Oh, come on now.
No, I'm due back at the embassy.
Well, you know mine. Now, what's all this Joan Pearson has been telling you about Desmond?
No, it was in confidence.
Well, I'm one of his very best friends.
I don't think I should.
I might be able to help.
Tell me, did you notice, had he been drinking too much?
Desmond? He liked his fun.
Yes.
Why, what does she say then?
I wish I could be finished with this ridiculous job.
We mustn't judge him, please, by her bourgeois standard.
I didn't mean that. She said he'd had a breakdown.
That would surprise me. If I were you, Terry, I don't think I'd report this. It might make you look a little ridiculous.
But I have to report it back.
If as a friend of Desmond's I were to ask you... Thank you. Here I want you to be late for your appointment. Run
Appointment?
along and change.
Oh, yes. Bye, Terry. See you.
Bye, Ira. You know, this could cost Desmond his job. He's done a lot for that firm, not to speak of relations between our two countries.
But none of this will get back to his company.
Oh, you don't know Prague, Terry. Honestly, I'd rather you kept this to yourself.
I can't do that.
Why not?
It's not my job to keep things from the embassy.
Also, it's not my job to cover up your indiscretions. I mean, if you're going to be virtuous about this kind of thing.
I see. You mean that one thing is dependent on the other?
No, nothing of the kind, Terry. I like to protect my friends. I like to protect you. I like to protect Desmond. You're going to help me, aren't you?
So you know about his breakdown?
As a matter of fact, I do. It was to me that he came.
He's still about? But where is he?
Ah. Are you asking as a friend or as a member of the embassy staff?
I just want to finish with this job and get on to something interesting.
Any idea what they've got lined up for you next?
Depends on how I handle this, I suppose.
Win or lose, there's not much in it for you, I suppose.
Just more work.
I know how little they pay you fellows. You know, Terry, you and I are made of the same stuff. East, west, what's the difference? In the end, we must look after ourselves.
You certainly know what it's all about, don't you?
You know, you and I should go into business.
Business?
Oh, come on. You know what I mean.
I have nothing to sell at the moment.
Oh, I'm talking about a month, maybe a year from now. In the meantime, I am able to help you. Desmond, for instance.
You know where he is, don't you?
Yes, I know. I arranged for him to go away. But it's just about time for him to come back into circulation. I think perhaps, Terry, you better come with me. Just give me one moment to change.
Yes.
A visitor for you, Desmond.
Who is this?
Now, Desmond, you're looking much better today.
I'm not feeling any better.
Terry Stewart, from the British Embassy.
Glad I found you.
Terry's been given the job of finding out what's happened to you. It's all right. He's a friend of ours. He wants to do what he can to help.
I've never seen you around the embassy before.
I'm new. I've just joined.
And this is his first job. To find you.
Oh, is it? This letter to my wife. You said you'd take it. You didn't.
I'm sorry, Desmond. I'll see that she gets it.
I still don't know why you brought him.
Your wife asked the embassy to help.
Help?
Yes, she's, frightened.
But she's had 4 telegrams. Hasn't she?
I wrote them myself. No one could know they were out from you.
She knew.
You should have left it to me.
Desmond, you couldn't have written even your own name, and you know it.
How much has he told you about what's happened to me?
Milos didn't tell me.
Who did then?
Joan.
Joan? Have you been around worrying her?
No, I told you. She came to us.
Has she told anybody else?
Not to my knowledge. She only told me in the strictest confidence. Well, if you're worried about any of this getting back to your firm, you can set your mind at rest.
I'm worried about it getting back to your embassy. There are a lot of old women there.
It won't even get back there, will it, Terry, eh? He's going to help.
Really? Why?
Well,